What is up, guys? This is Matt Tolbers. Today we're going to do a comparison of these Core Home Fitness versus BowFlex 552s. I have some other videos on the Core Home Fitness, but I haven't had the 552s, but now we got them together so you guys can check out which one you guys like better. I'll try to make this quick and to the point, so hopefully the things I share in this will help you. But yeah, let's get into this. All right, guys, here we go. This is a comparison of the Core Home Fitness Adjustable Dumbbells versus the BowFlex 552s. Right off the bat, these go from 5 to 50 pound increments. So if you go minus, which lowers the weight, obviously, and then you turn it to plus, goes up to 50. You can do that so quick with your wrists. You do it when you're changing the weight, you do it both your wrists at the same time, and you can literally flip it from 5 to 50 almost in like, I don't know, 1.5 seconds. These are obviously a little bit harder if you've seen these before. You know, say I want to change it to 40, go to 40. Well, that one was right next to 40, so I got lucky there. 40, oh, wrong way. 40, okay. So obviously that's going to take at least 3 to 4 times unless you got it mastered. One thing that kind of makes it harder is I've tried to, like, if you want to go, you know, say you wanted to change both at the same time, you can't, your wrist can't go that way to turn it. It's actually opposite. So if one wrist is turning this way, the other one has to turn this way. That kind of threw me off because I was like, maybe I can like double it up, but you just got to practice with it. So this is still pretty quick. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm just saying this is so quick that it's basically like picking up a real dumbbell because you flip it so fast. By the time you pull it out, it's just, but yeah, I like the black and red on the BowFlex 552s. These are just straight black. So I like that because I like red and black, but this one's borrowed, so that's why I don't have a stand. The thing that comes with it, which is this, disregard the stand. This is more of like an aluminum, and then it's got some hard plastic on here. This is just like a hollow black shell. Here they are next to each other. The BowFlex is about 1 inch wider right here than these ones are. And it's just over 2 inches longer. So if having a bulkier dumbbell isn't something you want, which normally you wouldn't, of course, you'd want something more compact for the same amount of weight. These are definitely a little bit smaller here. The handle is a little bit thinner at the peak here. This has more of a bulge at the middle. This handle definitely feels nicer. It's got a nice grip consistency to it. This one's got kind of a weird texture, which you feel quite a bit when you're doing it. And then it's got like this chrome kind of thing. So it's like you feel that when you're doing it. This works. This just feels a lot nicer. And yeah, this just feels way less bulky than this does when you're lifting it. And also, like, because these are all like little individual plates that kind of wiggle around, these are just, they groove into each other actually. This just feels more solid. Like, it feels really nice when you lift it. This feels kind of weird and you hear them. I don't know, you just hear it. I mean, you can hear it if you go like that, but like, there's nothing like that. I don't know. It just feels like you can kind of feel like individual shaking a little bit on that one. Might not be a huge deal, but that's just something to bring up. Here they both are at 5 pounds, guys. This one obviously doesn't have any extra extension like this one does. This one always has the full length of the dumbbell. It's almost twice as long. Not quite twice as long, but it's pretty close to twice as long. This one, you know, as you get heavier, it gets bigger like a dumbbell should. This one is just kind of, I don't know, it's just the design of it. It keeps the whole thing. So if you're doing any kind of, you know, curls, you're basically always got to kind of keep them. If you had 2 of these, you got to kind of keep them out a little bit. You can't keep them more inward. I don't know. It probably isn't in the way for most workouts, but some workouts this might get in the way. I don't know what you would be doing that it would get in the way, but just a heads up to let you guys know that. This is going to be a quick test just to kind of show you. I'm going to try to do it kind of fast. They're both set at 50. I'm going to go to 35 pounds and show you how quickly I can do it without getting crazy, but pretty quick. Here we go. There's 35. And here we go. There's 35. here they are, both at their max weight. One thing I wanted to mention about these that is pretty different between both of them. When you're resting them on your legs, this one is flat and feels super nice. You can keep this on your leg all day. This one, because of the way the end of it is, all the pressure's on like one point, and then also it has like a ring around it so it's even, it like puts like a circle amount of pressure on your leg, which might not seem like a big deal, but when you got to keep lifting it up, putting it above your head, and when you come down after your heavy set and you almost got to kind of drop it on your leg when you're tired, you do enough sets of that, your leg will be sore, I promise you, because I mean, I could just tell from the few times I put this on my leg. This one won't. It feels very nice. This one, it's also just, you know, it just feels kind of loose and whatever, because there's a lot of individual plates that don't lock together like this one. You know, and with these type of dumbbells, these aren't ones you want to throw on the ground. You could get away with probably dropping it from this high, and it probably would take a long time to break it, because they don't feel weak, but these aren't no steel plates like the Iron Masters. Now, I've had the Iron Masters. I know they're steel. You could probably drop them off, you know, a decently high, almost building, and they most likely wouldn't break. But the thing is with those, the pins can come off. I mean, at least that's my experience with mine, because once the pins just turn a little bit, either it turns a little too tight or it just turns a little loose, it like instantly looses because of the quick design of it going in and tightening quickly. It can come off quick. So you drop those, I mean, there's a good chance that right when you drop them, the pin's going to move a little bit and all the plates are just going to dump off. I've experienced that, and you know, there's a video on YouTube where a guy puts it above his head and actually the plates come dumping off and almost hit him in the face, so which would have been very bad. So you know, yeah, those you can drop more hardcore, but these ones you're not going to want to. You're going to want to put them back in your leg. So I figured it was at least worth mentioning that when you put this back in your leg and you lift it up and down, your leg's going to probably get bruised if you do it enough. You know, maybe not if you're real quick about putting it up quick and kind of coming down real slow. But this one's a lot more comfortable, feels a lot nicer in the hand. Yeah, I figured I'd bring that up. Here is the positive of the BowFlex. I'm just being honest, guys. If you have the BowFlex, don't be mad at me. I'm just doing an honest comparison of the two. It's not just because I bought that I'm saying what I'm saying. This is just my honest experience. You guys are seeing what I'm seeing. If you disagree with something, I'm sorry. You can leave a comment and say, hey, I don't agree with whatever. But this is definitely the positive of the BowFlex right here. Not only because it goes 2.5 pounds heavier, that is a tiny positive, nothing huge, but because it goes up by 2.5 pound increments from 5 to 25 pounds, it goes up by 2.5 pound increments, where this only goes up by 5 pounds. Now, most guys, just to be honest, most guys usually don't ever go up by 2.5 pound increments. Just like I have those 2.5 pound plates up there that literally are probably dusty, I've never used. At least not at that low of a weight. Like, I don't know too many guys that would be like, oh, bro, I need to hit 12.5. I'm not ready for 15 on biceps. Just to be honest with you guys, until you're maybe up like at like 35, 40, maybe it would be nice to go up to 2.5 just to add that little extra resistance until you're ready for the next weight. But for women, I think this is very nice. If you have a wife that wants to use these, there's a lot of women that I think could benefit from this, or maybe elderly people that aren't quite as strong. I think this 2.5 pound increment would be very, very nice. So that is a definite plus for the BowFlex. The Core Home Fitness did not do that with it. So if that is something that you want, I definitely recommend the BowFlex at that point. But if you're not really into the whole 2.5 pound increments for the really low weight, then these definitely, in my opinion, are much nicer dumbbells. All right, guys, that was my comparison video between the two. Hopefully you found some good tips out of it, or at least something that will help you decide which version you want to go after. They're both great dumbbells for any home gym. Highly recommend either, will work very well. But as you heard, if you want more 5 pound increments, this is definitely the way to go. If you need the smaller increments up to 25 pounds, you know, I would highly recommend those then, because this will not do that. So, but yeah, it's up to you guys. I just wanted to give you something that will hopefully help you guys make a good decision when you pick your dumbbells out. So, yeah, if you guys like this, if this gave you any tips or helped you, just give it a like so more people can see it. I have tons more review videos coming. Be borrowing equipment, buying equipment, doing all sorts of stuff. So I can do a lot of comparison stuff videos. So yeah, just subscribe for more of that, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.